Assalamualaikum. What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel, The Nifty Girl. To be honest, this is literally take 5 or 6. I don't remember, but it is. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, do subscribe to this channel. I make really nice videos on this channel. And yeah, we're in this journey. So let's begin this video together. I hope that wasn't cringe at all. Anyway, so ये वीडियो बनाने का थॉट मेरे ब्रेन में तब आया when I was reading this book called Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits जेम्स क्लेयर ने लिखी है. Atomic Habits में जेम्स क्लेयर mostly he talks about how do we make habits that we certainly need in our life. हमें हमेशा ज़िंदगी में ज़रूरत पड़ती है कि हम नए habits बनाएं. For example, when you have to study, you have to make a habit. When you dedicate yourself to a course, you have to make a habit, to follow the curriculum, So habits are needed definitely. So I really wanted to read this book. So someone really amazing recommended this book to me, and I'm thankful to that person. So इस book में James Clear also, he talks about how to break free from negative loops of bad habits. इस वीडियो में मैं बुक की समरी नहीं देना चाहती because that's just not what I want to do. I do recommend that people listen to the summaries of books, but not like just rely on the summaries. Like Jay Shetty, who is an amazing author and writer, sometimes he says that sometimes he likes to listen to summaries of the books instead of reading the whole book, because he reads a lot of books, y'all. So that's for sure. But for a beginner like me, it's not a good thing if you're starting to like get to know your books. If you're trying to become a nice reader, it's not a good habit, it's not a good practice. You can listen to the summary, and then you can get to know the book from that, and then move on to the entire book thing. So moving on, in this book, what I read, something is that relates 100% to present society, including me. I wanted to talk about this really badly. So the thing that I want to talk about is gratification. So gratification is something that all of us desire. Gratification is that rush of adrenaline that you feel in your whole body, your entire body, whenever you experience a good experience. For example, जब हम कुछ मीठा सा खाते हैं, you feel that rush in your body, you feel good. And that, that is the dopamine, the adrenaline, a rush in your body. So that's gratification. Gratification would be when you are listening to music, your brain feels really good and it releases some feel-good hormones. That is also gratification. Now, gratification is something that definitely all of us want. But what I want to talk about today is instant gratification. Now, what instant gratification is something that, an experience that provides you an instant reward. That's instant gratification. Now, instant gratification में कुछ गलत नहीं है, but it's very hard to let go of the habits. People say, all the time, you must have heard it. It's hard to let go of the habits. But why it is hard to let go of habits? जेम्स क्लेयर अपनी बुक में बताते हैं कि जब भी आप कोई एक ऐसा हैबिट करते हो जिसके एंड मोमेंट पे आपको एक अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस, प्लेजेंट एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है, जैसे कि मैंने अभी एग्जांपल दी, जैसे कि शुगर अगर आप खाओगे तो आपको अच्छा लगेगा. So your brain will remember that experience as like, oh, that felt nice. I want to do that again. I'd like to do that again. So your brain would do it the other day again. So your brain feels again, better. It feels good again. So the third day, your brain wants to do it again. So surprise, surprise, you have formed a habit of having a pinch of sugar every day. So that's how habits form. And now, sometimes instant gratification can be a bad thing. Let me take for example watching YouTube videos. See, whenever you open up your YouTube app, there is a rush of adrenaline in your body because you're like really curious. Oh my god, I'm gonna find something really good. It happens very quickly and it happens in the background, of your brain. So you click on some video, you watch the video, you feel good, and you feel some gratification. You get the gratification. But when we look at the situation from hindsight, जब हम इस situation से बाहर निकल के इस situation के ऊपर देखते हैं, somewhere along the line you have formed the habit of watching like 4 to 5 hours of watching YouTube videos. You have formed that habit. Now, from hindsight, you would realize that this is not a good habit. Instead, you are watching my videos. Just kidding. Instead, you are studying or anything, but which you're not doing because definitely, all of us know what the reality is, okay? So let's not ignore that. So you are in this vicious cycle of watching 4 to 5 hours of YouTube each day. So that is not a good habit. Now, इस habit को कैसे break करें? See, you figure out the problem. Figuring out the problem is the first thing. But if you only figure out the problem and not the solution, it's just worthless. So we are going to talk about the solution as well. I realized I didn't have to pause the video because I was going to talk about the solution, but I just wanted to make it a little bit dramatic. So I'm really weird at editing, but since I am a computer student, so I'm gonna learn it. I don't feel certainly proud of myself. I digress. So let's talk about what the solution of this instant gratification vicious cycle is. See, instant gratification wouldn't be bad in each case, but the example that I have taken right now, I hope ये आपके brain में अभी picturize हो गया है. तो हम इस चीज़ के बारे में बात करेंगे. We will talk about the solution of this instant gratification. Even in the book Atomic Habits, James Clear talks about a lot of techniques, but the technique that stayed in my mind, जो टेक्निक मेरे दिमाग में रही, जो कि मुझे लगती है आपको हेल्प कर सकती है. See, no matter what you do, no matter what trick or tip you apply, there is one thing that you have to have a conscience, in yourself. You have to, what makes animals and humans different is this conscience thing. We have conscience, and you have to wake up your conscience. You have to connect with yourself spiritually. And that is what will help you realize that you are in this vicious cycle. That is the first step. And the second step is train your mind. Now, train your mind to do what? The answer is train your mind for delayed gratification. See, all of us, regular folks, what we do is we rely on instant gratification. We do something, we want the instant reward, and we get it, and we feel good, and we, call it a day. What successful people do that is different from us is they train their minds for delayed gratification. Now, what delayed gratification is, see, if you have a book, I just spoke, I just said this in the beginning, and I can't believe how much it relates. When you read a book, you get a book, for example, and this book has like 400, 500 pages, and you're going to learn something. You start page by page, and after so much, effort that you put in this book, you read the 500th page, and that is the gratification you get. But you got this gratification after such a long time, after all the time that you read this book, page by page, and that is delayed gratification. You study for your exam. Your exam is too far away. आप सेमेस्टर के बिगिनिंग में ही स्टार्ट कर लेते हो स्टडी करना, तो आप उसका रिवॉर्ड अभी नहीं देख सकते. आप उसका रिवॉर्ड देखोगे जब आपका रिजल्ट आएगा. If your result is good, which would be inshallah if you're studying, so you would see result after, all this time, after putting all of this effort, and then you will be satisfied. And that is denial, a denial of instant gratification, and therefore a delayed gratification. So if you train your mind for a delayed gratification, you definitely are. I think you're going in the right track, but it's not like a cup. It's not a piece of cake, everybody's cup of tea thing, but it is. You can train your mind. Everybody can train their mind. Definitely, for some people it would be easier than other people, but you can definitely do it, and it has a lot of promising benefits to it. So if you are in a vicious cycle of instant gratification, I request you to get out of it, because our youth is kind of in this really, really bad cycle, and it breaks my heart. And do share this video to your friends who you think are in a vicious cycle of instant gratification. Subscribe to my channel as well. I realize that I become so serious when I talk about these serious things, but when I make silly videos, I'm like really, really silly. It's really funny. Anyway, I'm also going to bring a lot of more concepts in fun videos. It's not that you have to learn each and everything that I said, but if you take a little bit from this video and apply it to your life, and it actually changes your life, that would be a huge, huge thing for me. So thank you for watching this video. Share this video, subscribe to my channel, and like this video as well. Bye bye.